Welcome to Positive Energy with Crystals. My name's Hillary, and today we're doing a VR. This is a VR to the Craggy Brook Witch, and she did a Witch on the Go kit. Now hers is like you go out into nature or something like that and get to spend the day out doing witchy stuff. I don't do that a whole lot. I don't really have a place to go do that. Mine's more of like if I went somewhere, vacation or a weekend thing, or maybe just even a date thing. So, and mine is very much crystal based. So, surprise, I guess. I will put a link to her video in the description. Be sure to go check out her video. I loved it. It made me want to go just sit out in a similar space and just hang out. But I don't have that. So, we'll start off with my bag. As you can see, I like Harry Potter. Here, let me show you another one. This is what I keep my charm stuff in. I love that one too. I've got my little gnome guy on it. On the zipper. But this one is, you can hear my charms. This is what I take. It's easy to throw into a suitcase, a backpack, anything like that. If you watch the Craggy Brook Witch's video, she has this amazing bag. I love that bag. It's perfect for what she uses it for, going out and just doing some witchy stuff outside. This is what I've got for just on the go. Let's go ahead and start. We'll start with my travel crystals. Now this is a bag. I'm not going to go into too much detail. I've done a video on what's in this bag. It's a whole bunch of crystals. I'll go ahead and dump some out. That are good for traveling. Oh, and a wire cage. The only change from that video is this pink tourmaline is now a permanent piece in the bag. I got more pink tourmaline, so I added this one. This is a perfect size for traveling in this little bag, and it's now in here permanent. So go watch that video to see what all is in here and why I have it in here and all that. Now also this bag is focused on traveling, you know, making sure traveling goes smoothly. This bag I can throw in my purse, a backpack, whatever. It's not always in this bag, but I can it's a perfect size to go in anything. And if I need something added, like an extra crystal during the trip that I carry in here, I can just pull it out and use it. So that's just a few that are in there. Go watch that video if you want to see what's all in here. Now with that, let me grab my daily carry. So this is what I carry in my pocket. I found these little muslin bags that are pretty cheap. I got a whole bunch of them. This is what's in my pocket all the time. But, and I don't think I grabbed an empty one. Nope. I will also carry another bag like this and add, let's pretend these aren't my daily carry. Whoops, the cord got caught in my watch. Say that, okay, well, let's use the tiger's eye. Say that maybe we're doing something that, let's see, what would it be a good example. Maybe we're doing a family reunion. Now in that case, I'd grab my sodalite too, because it's a really good communication crystal for big groups. But I would also grab my tiger's eye, because it's good for courage and protection and manifesting good stuff and stuff like that. So I would bring another bag like this, and I would put it in there. Oops. And put it in this bag. And any other, like I said, my sodalite, maybe some grief stuff if maybe we're doing a funeral or something. In that case, so that they'd probably be in my daily carry stuff anyway. Maybe I need some extra protection, so I'd grab tourmalated quartz, more black tourmaline, obsidian, depending on. My hands are extremely slippery today. And of course, my daily carry amethyst is in here, but maybe it's not, and I need more amethyst, so I'd throw that in there. And these would be, you know, separate from what my normal travel crystals are, but something I would need during the trip. I may not need it every single day during the trip, but I'd like to have it for certain days. So I'd have this other little bag that I can grab crystals out of to add to my normal daily carry stuff. Now to add onto that even more, I usually have some sort of jewelry in here with crystals. I only grabbed bracelets for this video, but I also have earrings and some necklace pendants. Same concept. If I need, like here's a black obsidian bracelet, amethyst bracelet, ametrine bracelet, bloodstone bracelet, and then I've been wearing my angelite bracelet lately. So same thing with the extra ones. If I need an extra little boost to something, jewelry is a great way to add that on. And so I'll put it in here just to make sure that I have it and that I know where it is. Earrings, I probably usually throw those in with my regular jewelry that I case that I bring, just because that's kind of easier and they're smaller and it's easier to keep track of. But something like this, the bracelets and even some of the pendants, the necklace pendants, I might throw in here just because that way I can see what I've got and it's easy to grab. Next, let's do more crystals. This is my little, I call this my pouch of protection. It has, it's not that hard to, oh, there we go. It has the 4 tubes of black tourmaline chips. I've shown these before, that I can set these 4 tubes in 4 corners of a room, or if I want to be a little less conspicuous, I can take out chips out of the tubes. I don't always do that. If I walk into like a motel room or something and it just feels off, I will do that. But usually, you know, if it doesn't feel bad in the room, I'll just keep them nearby. Now I will make sure that they are by the door. So like, you know how a lot of motel rooms, they've got the sink outside of the bathroom area, so it's usually by the door. I can set this pouch just on the counter, and it's usually by the door, kind of like I do at home. I've got my black tourmaline by the door, so that anything negative coming through the doorway gets absorbed. Now sometimes it might be that I may have to put it in a closet that's by the door, just somewhere where I can put it but also not forget it when it's time to leave. I've even I think I just put the tubes in this bag, and there was a hook by the door that I've hung it on before, so that's what I do with those. And then this is something I've only done one trip now. This little vial has a protection oil. like I was saying, I got this little thing of protection oil that it's just the protection oil we use around our house or our property. If we're just like staying in one spot, if we're going to somebody's house, I don't usually use it, because usually that means we're staying with somebody I trust. But if we're at like a motel room or something like that, I'll take in, it's just this little tiny dropper. I don't want it drip anywhere, but and then put it across the doorway of the room or where, you know, where we're staying. Now, if we're staying in multiple places, because this is, let's see, I've only used this once and it looks like one use is about half the bottle. If I turn it, you can't see it, but so if I was, like, there was a trip that we stayed in 1, 2, 3 different places during that week and a half. I would need to bring a second bottle, but for, you know, just depending on how many locations you're staying at, one's usually enough. And it fits in here. I could fit another bottle in there too if I needed to. So my little pouch of protection. It had, if I remember right, I got 2 little vials of peach essential oil, and they came in this case together. And it's a perfect case for this. Alright, now we'll get into the divination type stuff. We'll stick with crystals for a little while with my pendulum. So, now this is the pendulum board that's in my main pendulum stuff. Eventually I am going to designate one to my on-the-go kit. And eventually I'd like for my clear quartz to live in there too. We haven't really bonded much, and I don't want to travel with it or depend on it for traveling until focus. We have a good relationship. I think changing, I've got this other chain. I think switching it out to this will help bond with it more. I don't know. I've talked about how I haven't bonded with this one yet, and it's the one I've had the longest. But that's down the road. Right now, I just, whatever one I'm drawn to travel with, I will grab that one. Sometimes it's 2, but eventually I like to have just a kit, pendulum and a board that stays in here. Right now I pull them out, but pendulum is good for everything in my kit. Is more of a comfort thing. I'm not usually doing any rituals or anything while I'm on the go. Everything's kind of got its attention where it's like my divination stuff is what I've got left in here. My crystals are everything. Protection, comfort, calming, courage. You know, they all have their thing, their own job, and that's kind of what my on-the-go kit is really focused on. I'd like to do like what she did in her video, but like I said, I don't have a place to do that. Next, I've got this little, the Gilded Royale tarot deck. It's the perfect size. I love the artwork. It's just this little deck. It's perfect size, and I love Marchetti decks. I only have 2. I've got the easy one, the easy tarot gilded deck, and then this one. And there's more I really want. I love his artwork. And to me, it's an easy to read deck. Okay. That was a little intense. So anyway, like I was saying, it's the perfect size. I've got some other I've got some other decks in a tin. And this one just, I don't know, it feels like the perfect traveling size. I hate the box, but I think it also, that kind of makes it easier to travel with too. And then we've got my charms. Now this is my regular charm set. Eventually I'm kind of working on a set for travel, but I don't have a set yet. So I just go ahead and grab my full set, and it's in this bag. It's easy to grab and go. I'm gonna have to do something different one of these days because this bag's getting full. But that's a future problem. I really like having my charms. I am having a lot of fun with my charms, and I really love just pulling some and just having a fun little reading, even if it's just kind of a just give me a message kind of thing. I love the charms. It's like if you watch that pendulum and charms where I did the reading video. Okay, I had to go turn the air conditioner because it kicked on again. I'm freezing. So, like I was saying, I really love my pendulum and charm system. It's my go-to. I connected to it right away. So I really like having it with me. I definitely would eventually like a designated set of charms, and maybe not so many, you know, just kind of do general stuff, because when I'm traveling I'm not really focused on a lot of stuff like that, but it's nice having it. And like I said before, it's a comfort thing, knowing it's there in case I do need it, and maybe just as a playful thing. So that is what I have in my Witch on the Go kit. If you do VR, be sure to tag the Craggy Brook Witch, and maybe me too, so that I can see what you have. This was fun, and I loved watching her video and figuring out exactly what I always have in my kit. Now there's some stuff that I add, but this is usually what I always have in my kit. So I will see you next time.